Hello everyone, so today we are talking about Stranger Things coming back to Dead by Daylight. I have one huge problem with that, we come to that in a second, but first of all, we get Hawkins Underground Lab back, we get the Stranger Things characters back in the shop, so everybody can buy Demogorgon, Nancy and Steve. And the perks get their old names back, which is weird, but okay. So, short summary, what happens? You can buy Demogorgon and his skins again, you can buy Nancy and Steve and their skins again. Starting on the Demogorgon perks, Jolt is now called Surge again, Fearmonger is Mindbreaker, and Claustrophobia is Cruel Limits. Well, if you're a player like me that started like 6 weeks before the DLC was removed from the store, I had to learn the old names, now I learned the new names, used them for 2 years, now I go back to the old names. Well, okay, for survivors I need to read them off the patch notes because I can't remember them because I didn't remember the old names back in the day. Inner healing is inner strength, self-aware is fixated, situational awareness will be better together again, renewal will be second wind, kinship will be camaraderie, and guardian will be babysitter again. It's confusing, but that's not the worst part of it actually. So right now all these perks, if you unlock them, you will still keep them, and if you still unlock them, you will still keep them. But that's the big problem. And that's only the German version. I don't know why this is not in the English version, but in the German version it says, in the future, with a big content update, every of these perks will be a character-specific perk again, so they will be behind the paywall again. And that's terrible for new players for one specific reason, especially for killer players. Jolt, aka Surge, is right now the only free-to-use gen regression perk in the whole game. There is no other free-to-use gen regression or slowdown perk. I had this issue when I looked for Trickster free-to-play builds, or quote-unquote free-to-play builds, where you don't need to buy another killer. And the only perks that actually support this are Brutal Strength and Hunter's Lullaby. I'll explain in a second, but first of all major gen regression perks are paid to use. Call of Brine and Versatile Storm honor you. Corrupt Intervention, Plague. Deadman Switch, Slinger. Deadlock, Xenobite. Eruption, Nemesis. Grim Embrace we don't talk about. Ruin we also don't talk about. Oppression Twins, be my guest. Overcharge Doctor. Pop Goes Clown. Painless Artist. Paintimento, by the way, also artist. Surge will be hidden behind Demogorgon again. And that's it. All of them are either DbD characters that you can at least play or use if you grind enough. So you can spend shards on them and then blood points to get to the prestige. You actually unlock this for other killers as well. But the only free to use perks that affect gens somewhat is Brutal Strength, because you kick the gens faster, which I also used in the Trickster build for free to play back in May, if you remember. And the other one is Hunter's Lullaby, that increases your field skill check penalty from 10% to 16%, which, let's be honest, will not be happening against somewhat decent survivors that know what a skill check is. So if you're not playing against a new player that never saw a skill check before, I have a strong feeling that this is not very effective. Also, totems will be cleansed a lot recently because many people are playing in a healing or in a strength. Or they just do it for their own challenges or whatever. So that altogether is super dangerous for new killer players, because of that moment, or starting that moment when this will be behind a paywall again, there is no gen regression perk, and at the moment, at least for me, for my MMR, for my playstyle, for the people I see playing killer, most of them running 2 gen regression perks, including myself. Most of the time it's Pain Rest and something to support it, like Call of Brine, Overcharge, Eruption, Pop Goes, whatever. But to get at least one of these perks, you already need to grind for either a free-to-play or a original killer like Clown for Pop Goes, or you need to pay money for Unryu or Nemesis or whatever. And I think that's a dangerous thing to happen, because it was already super difficult now to get free-to-play builds working to suggest to new players. And yes, of course, you don't need gen, slowdown or aggression perks to play the game or to win games or to make 4 kills. But it helps a lot. It's a significant difference, in my opinion at least. Maybe you'll see this different. Anyways, that's it for this video. What's your opinion on it? Leave a comment below, would really appreciate that. That being said, thanks for watching. If you want to support me, you can do that on Ko-Fi or watch my Twitch streams or YouTube videos. You can share them obviously as well, that also helps me. Thanks for watching, have a wonderful day, and looking forward to see you in the fog again.